And so one of the things we did in Colorado is we went on a whitewater rafting trip. So we get into the water, into the raft, and the water's really high, so it's moving really, really fast. And so we're going to do this. It's going to be fun. And so we meet the guys. It's going to be our guide on this whitewater rafting trip. So I'm kind of scoping him out, making sure he's responsible. We're not going to get hurt on this sort of thing. And so we start talking. And he's one of those guys that like whitewater rafts in the summer and then like snowboards in the winter. He's kind of that kind of guy. But he's like in his late 50s. And it always throws me off a bit when you kind of get surfer talk, like sounds 20s, out of somebody in their 50s. So I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. How are you? He's like, dude, it's gnarly today, man. It's like rocking and rolling. We got white water. I'm stoked. It's going to be great, man. And I'm like, wow, okay. We don't talk like this in Houston, So I'm like, cool, So we have this time, and then so it's our boat. It's my daughter and I. It's our guide from like California guy, and then everybody else in the boat is from Manhattan. No question. That's no lie. They're all there. So they're like talking like Manhattan talk, right? So they're fast and going. We got and they're making it happen. He's like, dude, just chill out, be in the river, man. Just feel the flow, feel the flow. And they're like, yeah, okay. So, and he's good, man. He's a skilled dude. And so we're going through, we make it through all this stuff and, row left, row right, and all this stuff. So we're having a good time and we're talking. I'm in the back just right by him. So we're having a good time. Great guy. And so we get to the end and they're dropping us back off. The little shuttle bus is going to drop everybody off at their hotel or their condos. So I pull out my wallet and I'm going to give him a tip. And so I take the amount of money I wanted to tip him and I put it into my bathing suit on the way home. Because I didn't want to trying to be fumbling and everybody's getting on. I just want to kind of give it to them as we're walking off. So I take the money, the bill that I wanted to give him, and I put it in my bathing suit. But my bathing suit's wet, so it kind of gets stuck in there. So it's our time to get off. And I'm putting my hand in, and I can't find the bill that I want to give him to tip him. And I'm thinking, I hope I didn't leave it on the bus, and I don't want to pull out my wallet, because then if I give him money and then I left money on the seat, I doubled the tip, right? And so I'm not that generous, okay? So I finally I'm looking for it, and I said, man, I'm trying to find your tip. I'm trying to find your tip. And this way he says, there's some things I rush people on, and there's some things I don't. Take your time. Take your time. So he just stands there. Take your time, bro. Take your time. Because he knows he's about to get paid, right? That's the whole thing, right? So he's waiting on it. So I don't find the money. So I pull out my wallet and I pull it out and I give him the money that I was going to give him. And then I get off the bus and I end up finding it. So it was good. I didn't have to pay double to be able to do that. But I thought about that phrase the rest of the week. Some things I rush people on. Some things I don't. Take your time. Take your time. And Lord, if I could just point it to you is what I would think. I don't ever want to rush you. Just take your time. Take your time. Why? Because I know there's a blessing coming. So take your time in Troas because I know Philippi is just across the sea. And I'll have this memory of Troas and I'll have these closed doors of walking through Asia and I have all these things of God doing something to take me to this moment, to take me to this place, to put me in Philippi. So now I can look back and I say, oh, that's why she broke up with me so that I could marry this wonderful lady. That's why this happened in the job force, so I could be here in this place. And can't you in your life look back on a lot of things that hurt you deeply that now you go, it was a part of the plan. I wasn't supposed to go to Bithynia. I was supposed to go to Philippi. And the only way he could get me to Philippi is I was trying to get the windows open and kick in the door, knock on the door, and talk God into something. And God had to keep taking me through to get me to this place. But I tell you, Troas is a difficult place to be. It's a difficult place to be. But hang on, because your Philippi is coming.